Yeah, let's not go further into this one because I might end up going into a rant about Keir Starmer.
I
And
know.
I don't really want to do that about...
I'm primed for a drunken rant.
I know, and that's where the problem lies. So anyway, let's get
Yes.
into a drunken rant about Xbox.
That's my favorite drunken rant.
Yay! So, Xbox are making moves again, let's say.
That's what I've heard.
Because they have announced that the price cuts for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass are coming, and have removed day one Call of Duty games.
Yeah. What about that, Pete? Tell us about that.
So, starting from the day that the article was launched, which was the 21st, so about 5 days ago as we record, it will cost $22.99 or £16.99 or £16.99 per month, which was down from $22.99. So PC Game Pass will now be $10.99, which is down by basically £2.50.
Yeah.
So Xbox stated that Call of Duty games will no longer be made available on Ultimate or PC games on day one, and will instead be added during the holiday season about a year later. Existing Call of Duty games are already available on Game Pass will continue to be available. This marks a surprising policy change for Microsoft, who paid $69 billion or close to.
That's right. Nice.
For Call of Duty, parent Activision Blizzard in 2023, and fought a years long legal battle. The price cut comes shortly after newly appointed head of gaming Asher Sharma told employees that Game Pass, which we covered last week, had become too expensive for consumers. Just 6 months ago, Microsoft increased the price of their top Game Pass top tier by 50%. And Tuesday's cut doesn't represent a full reversal of this rise. Commenting on the news on Tuesday, Sharma wrote, Game Pass Ultimate has become too expensive for many players. We'll keep learning and evolving Game Pass to better match what matters to players. So, I don't think we need to get into too much more of this because that's basically the end of that one. So, who cares? But, before we continue... There's other Microsoft news.
Is there? Because that's the only one I know.
Let's go into this because Asher Sharma shared a mission statement for the future of Xbox and confirmed that the platform holder is re-evaluating game exclusivity and AI.
What do they mean by that?
Let's get into it, shall we? In a message sent to Xbox employees worldwide and published on the company's website, Sharma and Chief Content Officer Matt Assel, or Matt Booty, as he's officially named, we call him Matt Assel here.
Yes.
Outlines the future objectives for the Xbox brand and confirmed that as a part of its changes, the Microsoft Gaming division will be rebranded back to just Xbox.
Great. I mean, okay.
The pair said that the new North Star for Xbox will be daily active players and indicated it will execute its new plan through four priorities: hardware, content, experience, and services. Okay. So like every other company then.
I was going to say that's not new or innovative.
No.
It's kind of basic.
Yep. Notably, the leadership team claimed that along the way, we will reevaluate our approach to exclusivity, windowing, and AI, and share more as we learn and decide. While the letter makes no firm commitments, it indicates that Sharma is listening to Xbox players who feel the platform has lost value due to Microsoft's decision to bring its first-party titles to both PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch 2. While there are signs that the strategy has been successful for Xbox, with Forza Horizon 5 estimating to have sold 5 million copies on PS5, it's possible it could consider adding value to its console by implementing timed exclusivity, as it has done with Forza Horizon 6.
Right. And I'm not against timed exclusivity. I actually think that's the most practical of all the solutions.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, as it continued to push towards becoming a multi-platform business, Xbox released 6 titles on PS5 in 2025, more planned this year. However, it's been inconsistent with its release strategy, with some games arriving later on PS5, like Indiana Jones and Avowed, and others are releasing on day one, like Outer Worlds 2 and Fable. It's less clear what the leadership's comments could mean in relation to AI. Soon after her appointment, Sharma, a former AI executive, claimed that she would not enforce the use of generative AI on developers and flood our ecosystem with slop. But we're sort of going over a lot of old ground with this. So
yeah, exactly.
So those are the two stories to do with Xbox, and yeah, it's Jesus Christ. Do you have to keep your phone that close to your face to read it?
It's the facial recognition.
Oh, right. Good God.
I did that on purpose so no one could take it. No, it's an eye scan.
Okay. And yet you don't want to give any of your information to Yoti, but you will gladly give it to Google.
Only my eye.
Oh no, only my eye.
But also,
next it will be your fingerprint.
I just saw your message, Pete.
I know, yeah, that was sent 2 hours ago. Nearly 2 hours ago.
True. But okay, so Decker makes a good point. 11 quid for PC pass for nearly everything isn't a bad deal, and I did think that at first.
Not necessarily.
I did. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad deal, and I do think that if they go back to servicing their clients, their customers, more power to them. But I don't trust them is the problem. And now Gotti makes an interesting point. £132 for something that was 40 quid on Xbox 360. That's a very valid point. There's over 400 games on Games Pass Ultimate, but they're not great games. They're not all great games. And they're not all first day. This is why I don't yeah. Pilot's this guy is so drunk, facial recognition is just going, nope, that's not you. No, I just changed it to just an eye retinal scan.
Just my eye.
Because I'm a dork. But it doesn't always work, especially when my eye's red because I've been drinking. But it was just Pete's message anyway.
Not really very important, is it? Just
Pete's message of, we're starting at 7:30, by the way.
And then my message saying, ready.
Ready, yes. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I have been an Xbox fangirl since we started this podcast. And a few months ago, I retracted that. I have not been happy with Xbox. But if this is the direction they're going, if they are going to lower Game Pass, then they're going back to their roots, which I can kind of get on board with. And I do want to be optimistic. I want Xbox to be successful and to be great again. Make Xbox great again. Because Xbox 360 era was probably the height of my gaming era. It has so many good memories and just that's such a good feeling. Everything just seemed to make sense back then. But now everything is so weird and nothing is good quality and everything is so expensive and I don't know how I feel about it. Danger says doesn't necessarily have to be every month. Can agree it can be an opt-in, opt-out situation. Agreed. And Violet says it can be worse. It can be dyslexic and ask for a rectal scan. I mean, that's true.
Oh my God.
That's a different. That's a different brown eye.
Oh. Christ.
God, he says Xbox has been dead since that. Yes, they released the Xbox X to me. No, to me, Xbox has been dead since they released the Xbone. I was so confused. One. Why did they call it Xbox One? It wasn't even that much of an upgrade visually. It wasn't even. They just upped the price, and they shouldn't have really come up with a console yet. It was too early. You know, it just wasn't. You weren't getting enough return on investment type thing.
No, well, I can sort of understand why they did because they had so many issues with the 360 itself, like in terms of the actual like development of it. Like,
I mean, it did have a lot of hardware issues.
Engineering, all that side of things. They had real problems.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget the Red Ring of Death, which for the first 2 years, I sent back 2 Xboxes. 2. I got them back for free. Pete sent back 3. Because it was such a problem. The hardware. I would not be surprised, but it was definitely a 2 for me. And they restructured it. They put out a better one. Because I think it was overheating was the issue or something.
A lot. So I believe, I don't know whether it was a liquid cooling thing that they had in there or liquid metal stuff, but a lot of it was down to overheating. It was probably the fact that the heatsink itself probably was just crap. And it was built like, it's weird because like the original Xbox was built to last, built out of PC components, like literally cobbled together in like a tiny little room in Microsoft.
Yeah, which is why I went for it, because I was like, oh, well, it's
PC based. I mean, nobody ever remembers why it's actually called the Xbox. Do you?
No, but Daker says I had 3 red rings, but that teaches me for eating curries.
Oh my day, that's classic.
That's very good.
Yeah.
But I couldn't figure out why it was called Xbox. And when it first dropped, the original Xbox, I didn't like it because I was 100% a PlayStation girl. 100% hardcore PlayStation girl.
But do you remember why it was
called... What is Microsoft doing?
But do you remember why it was called the Xbox in the first place?
No, I don't actually remember that.
Do you not remember the program that I had on Windows at the time called DirectX?
Oh, yes.
Direct
yes, I do.
Xbox.
Is that really it?
Yes.
I never knew that. Or you've probably told me that and I've forgotten.
No, it was in the Microsoft documentary to do with Xbox, and it was actually a really interesting fact. I was like, oh, cool.
Wow, DirectX still kicks my ass on Steam. So
yes. Anyway.
It's been the bane of my existence.
But yeah, I honestly don't know what to think about this one because I'm like you. I've become so jaded with Xbox over the last couple of years. Like I don't want to give them more. I don't want to give them more money to go back to Game Pass. Like I understand there's some value in it. It's getting better again because of the fact that the price has come down. But actually, like, what are they really doing to get people back into the ecosystem in any way? Until they actually like, metaphorically slap the dick down on the table and say this is what we're packing, like, I don't care.
I hope it's metaphorically.
So do I. I mean, I'd be a bit worried if Asher Sharma is packing.
I'd be interested. That's pretty wild.
But yeah, it's
next level.
I mean, I just want to know what they're working on next. If it is a good value proposition and they go, okay, well, look, here's our next premium hardware. It is a PC hybrid, like PC Xbox hybrid.
Yeah.
For a relatively good price with good performance that works in your front room and completely works with Steam as well, and your other launchers. I couldn't care less. Like I'd be like, okay, cool. Tell me it's £1,000 and then I can walk away and go, no, thank you.
Yeah,
if it is less than the Steam machine, then we're talking.
Yes.
If they remove the requirement for online gaming at a paid cost, then we're talking. You can't force PC players who have been playing on Steam for many years, who still do it for free, but actively support the Steam ecosystem in a major way, to still pay money to play online on a hybrid system.
That's the thing. Exactly. Also, Gani speaking my language, because Gani says I played Halo and Halo 2 on Xbox. That's about it. Then Halo 3 on 360, spent most of my teen to early adult life in those games. Yup. Open the original Halo 3 original servers and I will buy an Xbox again. I think most people would. The truth is, I didn't buy the original Xbox, but I 100% bought Xbox 360. 100% I bought that for Halo and only Halo.
Yeah.
And for the first year, I only played Halo. It wasn't... All right, boys. Yeah, it's grumpy butt over here. But it wasn't until Fallout 3 and Oblivion came out that I even looked at another game. Because for me, it was Halo 3, 100%. Yeah. But as we know, Pete and I know, Halo Infinite or whatever is terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah,
And they did a terrible job.
It had its moments, but mostly because I was playing it with fun people.
I was gonna say it was that. It was me, you, and Kieran. That's what made it fun.
Do you want to know do you want to know what the worst part about it was?
What?
I was actually not bad at the game.
Yeah, no, you.
For once, I actually wasn't too bad at a Halo game, but my god, did the game kind of suck.
I was just like, nah. But I do miss the Halo 3 days. I think a lot of people around our age group miss the Halo 3 days, and they ruin that experience. You know, and we're the ones with the money. Give us that experience back.
Yep.
Right. Oh yeah, I want to play Age of Empires 2 on my Xbox. Said no one says
nobody ever does.
Just play it on the PC. Yeah, Gears 1 through 3 as well. When I had time to play games locally with others. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
360 was excellent for online multiplayer. Yes. You could do both.
I've still got so many great experiences of playing Gears 1 with friends, like on co-op. It was great.
But remember back in those days when you would take your Xbox to people's houses?
Oh yeah, it barely fit in a freaking bag at that time, but yeah, you still did it.
Yeah, because I remember going, wow, this is like a big paperweight. This is crazy, but I'm still going to do it.
It's like, okay, right, so I've got a bag big enough to fit the actual console in, but I have to take the hard drive out to put it separately. And then I've got to put that goddamn brick in there too. Like, that's killed life.
But everybody did it.
But yeah, I did it going to my mate's house when Super Street Fighter 4 came out. Literally, me and him.
That's so funny.
Like, screens
Mine
each.
was Halo.
Two
Yes!
like, literally had it like an arcade setup in his room. And we were just, like, playing constantly online together in the same room. It was like, we could have played on the same console. No, we wanted our own screens.
That's how you had to do with Halo, because it split the screen into 4.
Yeah.
Which was very difficult to play. But yeah, I mean, I miss those days.
I mean, it was also the fact that I had 8-player lobbies and we were playing other people as well. So it wasn't just me and him just playing the whole time. So yeah, it happens, you know.
Yeah, people exactly. Connie says Halo 3 LAN play with 10 of us in my mate's mum's front room. Yes!
Oh, the last time I had that experience was when the Switch came out and Splatoon 2 came, like, the day of release, and literally everyone came round with a monitor and their Switch consoles, and literally we had a circle in my mum's house, like in the front room, all playing in squads together. It was amazing.
Man, it was, for me, it was also Halo 3, but then on PC 2142.
Yeah.
And 1942. Oh my gosh. Just such a fun experience. So you can't recreate that now.
Oh my god, holy crap, I'm tired. Right, we've got to wrap this up now. I'm losing.
I'm drunk.
No. Really?
Yep. I know. You can't believe it.
I'm